Well, good morning to Dave Schurman of FirstOntario Credit Union, back for another regular edition of Finance Friday. How are you, Dave?
I'm excellent. Good, great to see you, Leslie.
Nice
Glad to see you back there trying to keep Bob in line.
I try. Try is the operative word. Never. Well, we have a few questions from our viewers that, of course, they like to email you directly, and we'll tell people how they can do that at the end of the segment. But why don't we get into our first question from Robert today?
Okay.
All right, so it says, we have RESPs for our sons. One son finishes college this year and used RESP funds to help pay for school. This year he received a T4 slip from RESP withdrawals, meaning he has to claim it as income. Dave, could you explain the tax implications to a student of RESP withdrawals, as this was not explained to us by the financial institution we have the RESP with? Now, he worked part-time through college, and we're concerned he might have to pay taxes this year.
Well, great question, Robert. And that part, he's right. It's not well understood and probably not very well explained by financial institutions. And there is really two parts of an RESP that a student uses to pay for school. One part's taxable, the other part's not taxable. Now, the not taxable piece is what the parents contribute into the RESP. That's not taxable because parents have already paid tax on that money as they earn it before they put it in. The taxable portion is the government grants that go along with those contributions, as well as any investment income that's earned on the whole thing. Now, for a student that is working part-time, has a good summer job, and has other earned income, there is a possibility that they could pay some tax. The way to avoid that is to split up your withdrawals from the RESP. So take some out of the taxable portion, some out of the non-taxable portion, so that your earned income is not that high. And you can direct which pool you want to take out. So again, not a lot of people know that, but it should be used to make sure that you don't pay tax.
No, that's actually a fantastic question by Robert. And again, if people have more questions, they can contact you as well to really figure that out. I think people at home right now are very concerned. So, yes. All right, we're going to move on to the next question then, Dave.
Okay.
All right. So, hi, Dave. I'm now retired and getting a monthly salary from my investments. My financial advisor basically has no input as far as these accounts are concerned, and I don't receive much communication other than an odd email with a little to add. Is there a way I can save on the agent fees I pay, since their job has become almost redundant to me?
There is. Remember, this is your money, and you can fire the advisor. Now, there's a lot of great advisors out there, and if you're not getting enough attention from your advisor, maybe tell them that you're thinking about making a change. You might get a lot more attention than you had before.
Right. That'll do it.
However, it's a good idea to sit down with your advisor and establish a service standard. So how often do you want them to contact you? How often should they contact you? Should you have an annual review? And I'm saying you probably should. What's the fee that you're paying the advisor? And that can be negotiated. You can also invest yourself. So you don't need an advisor if you don't want to. But again, there's a lot of good advisors out there that do the right thing, and they contact you when you should be contacted. Just make sure that you're on the same page and that your advisor is giving you the service that you're paying for and that you want.
Okay, great, Dave. And we're going to jump quickly to the final question before we have to run here. Dave, I have heard of investing in mortgage companies for short-term yet high rates of return, 6 to 10% for 1 year. Are these safe to invest in? Is the investor's money safe and protected?
Well, a quick answer to that is there's generally no free lunches. If something appears to be too good to be true, it probably is.
Right.
These are what you call mortgage investment entities, and they pool money from investors, and then they use that money to make higher risk mortgages. There's a reason why somebody would pay 7, 8, 9, 10% on a mortgage. It's because they can't get a conventional mortgage somewhere else at the standard rate of 3 or 4%. So these are higher risk mortgages that these entities lend out. Your money's not guaranteed, and your return's not guaranteed. Even though they say it is, your return is not guaranteed. So just be very careful.
All right, Dave, thank you again for your insight. These are really helpful answers to some of these viewers' questions. If you have a question as a viewer, you can always email Dave directly. Again, there it is, financefriday@firstontario.com, and you can now win a gift card as well. So thanks again, Dave, and have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too, Leslie.
Thank you.